Hey YouTube, want to give my own TFT patch 10.21 patch rundown. So let's dive right into it. Welcome Fate Seekers. This is a big patch with lots to cover, but let's not bury the lead. We're reverting the shop changes that we implemented at the start of Fates. Unbought champions may again appear in consecutive shops. We'll dive deeper into our reasoning below, but in short, it was too easy to get 3-star champions and too difficult to adapt one's game plan during the course of a game. This patch will also see some significant work to a few traits. Cultists will now buff up Gallia with their combined star level. Divine Champions now work a little bit differently to give them greater, but time-gated power. Moonlight and Vanguard are gaining an additional tier to really top off their compositions. Last but not least, ranked rewards of Galaxies will be delivered this patch. You get an email denoting your final rank from Galaxies Stage 2, obviously Galaxies, and a very special Hauntling, or Hauntlings, if you ended in Gold or higher in one or both rank stages. Let's get into it. So these are all the changes. If you place Gold or higher in one of the Galaxies rank stages, you will receive Victorious Hauntling. Really nice, perfect for like Halloween stuff. If you place Gold or higher in both of the Galaxies rank stages, you will also receive Triumphant Hauntling. You will also receive an emote that represents your final rank in Galaxy's second rank stage. So, cool. One's like lighter blue, one's like darker blue. That's pretty cool. Systems. We changed the shop odds at the start of Fates in order to make rolling in the shop feel more diverse, valuable, and fun, which it did. Unfortunately, this change also had a few other side effects that we aren't happy with. First, the frequency and ease of achieving 3 stars, especially in combination with Chosen, was too high across the board. Just like the last patch, we really wanted to avoid needing to tune down 3-star power and excitement, so we're targeting their frequency instead. Additionally, for players who really understood the new shop rule, it became optional to purposely not buy or speculate on units outside of their current game plan. This made interesting pivots no longer as viable an option and limited the broader gameplay experience. So, they removed the face change to the shop that prohibited unbought champions from repeating consecutive shops, modified the Chosen appearance rate to reduce some of the worst luck cases and streakiness, and you're now guaranteed to see at least one Chosen by 2-2. So to comment on this, I think this is a relatively good change, just because for the Chosen part at least, worst luck cases, because sometimes you would feel really unlucky and you wouldn't hit a Chosen until like stage 2-5. While other people would be able to hit a Chosen like stage 1, stage 2-1. So yeah, it felt really unlucky just not hitting any Chosens, even when rolling. So really good change. I also really like the guaranteed to see at least one Chosen by 2-2 because of, you know, the worst case scenarios. So that's really nice. But yeah, I think it's a good change because yeah, optimally people you wouldn't pick the units that you were going to transition your combat to, so it was just you didn't really have that many units on your bench really to really pivot out that much. So honestly, that's fine. I mean, it'll just be like normal TFT again in terms of shop changes wise. So I think it's fine. It's a fine change. Traits. Context for shades. We're reducing their effective type being stealth by changing how the shade trait triggers. The stealth will now take effect after 3 attacks instead of on the 3rd attack. Shades will now auto attack 3 times, and then after the 3rd one lands, they will stealth and do bonus damage on their 4th attack. Overall, this is a nerf to the trait. Oh, that's good, because I really hated playing against Spirit Shade. This set so far, I've been having like PTSD literally in my dreams, so that's good. So the auto, and then on the 4th attack, what's it called? After the 3rd attack, they stealth, and then they do their bonus magic damage. So that's good. Adept got buffed at 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's good. Problem with Adept currently, or at least with a couple of traits, mainly Adept and Dazzler, is that QSS just shuts it down. Just downright doesn't affect it at all. So that's the kind of main issue at the moment. It's not a bad trait if you're dealing. Let's say you're fighting against like this is probably like best case against like duelists. Because it can slow them down for the first few seconds of the fight, which are really important before they can ult. So probably really good against them, but for most comps, it's not too strong. And besides, you're usually running QSS on your champion, so on your main carry, so not bad though. Hunter bonus damage instead of 175% at all levels. Now it's 150 at 2, 175 still at 3, 200 at 4, 225 at 5. Pretty good because everyone was just running 2 Hunter because, you know, Brawler Ashe, you run your Ashe and Warwick, and then you're set. So that's good. It will give more variety in terms of people who want to run more than 2 Hunters. So that's pretty good. Moonlight 5 now exists, stars up to the lowest 2 champions. So now you can have 2 4-star carries, which is cool. I'm looking forward to messing around with like triple ZZ'ROT Silas and maybe having like a Diana carry in the backline. So that's pretty cool. Mystic got slight buffs. 5 at 2 and 4, and then 25 at 6. So that's really good. Mystic hasn't felt. It's been okay. It hasn't felt like a really good trade. It's been okay, but it's just the fact that like already practically like nearly one-shots everything in Vigar as well. It feels a little bit. It still doesn't feel as good of a magic resist counter, but hopefully this will help a little bit. Ninja 80 and AP at 4, buffed by 30, so your ninjas will do a lot. Akali is gonna be hitting like an absolute truck now for sure, so that's really good. Going over to Shade, context and stuff. Because they nerfed Shade, they wanted to make sure the bonus damage was a little bit, you know, more balanced. So because it's every fourth, the bonus damage now applies every 4th attack instead of every 3rd. So now it's got slightly buff, so that's fine. Vanguard 8 now exists. So at 6 Vanguard, your your Vanguards get 600 armor instead of 500, so nice 100 boost. And then at 8, you get a 1500 armor. So you're not getting up any physical damage. I don't know why you would want to run 8 Vanguard, but hey, go for it. Okay. Oh god, I got a lot of stuff going. A lot of reading. We want to smooth out the cultist power curve, as currently the trait provides a large spike in one stage and then falls off significantly the following stage. Going forward, upgrading the cultist units will help Galio scale into the next stage of the game, while maintaining the big spike that comes with playing 6 or 9 cultists. This change also makes it so that playing 4 or 5 cultists, while not optimal, is not totally and completely pointless. So each star level of your cultist will grant Galio 12% bonus HP and AD. For example, 3 1-star cultists will grant Galio plus 36% bonus HP and AD. His base HP and base AD got nerfed, but that's because, you know, now he'll scale with star level from your cultist, so pretty good. I'm gonna base a decent amount of stuff for Mortark's rundown, but basically, if what's it called? On live on 10.20 at the moment, if you're running all like 1-star, all 1-star cultists, Galio will be weaker than in 10.21. But if you have 3 2-star cultists, he'll be stronger than what's currently on live. So this is pretty good. Especially like because you're not actually running like cultists as like your end game comp. Running like 9 cultists could actually maybe be kind of cool because you have like 3-star Evelyn as your main carry. So yeah, that's looking pretty cool. I like it. Kind of like old mech vibes, kind of, but we'll see. That's pretty cool. Divine rework. Upon attacking 6 times or dropping below 50% HP, so the trigger for Divine is still the same. Divine units remove all CC and Ascend, taking 50% reduced damage and dealing 50% bonus true damage for the duration of the ascension. So now instead of doing bonus true damage, instead of doing just bonus damage, for like the rest of the fight. Now it's only for a set duration, but what's it called? You're doing a decent amount more bonus damage. Bonus true damage. So pretty cool. 2, 4, 6, 8. For a decent amount of seconds. I really wanted to try making Divine work at during PvE, and that was cool, but that was because Gargoyle's Stoneplate was still like a relatively not broken, but like relatively good item. So we'll see. I would love to see people try to go like 8 Divine Work. Kind of like what I did in the PvE when Set 4 first was on PvE. So it's really pretty cool. I don't know how good this will actually be. We'll just have to see what happens. I still think I think it'll probably be better. I just don't think it will be meta. But if people can come up with like good war carry builds, I'm all for it. Fortune 3 at 0, 1, and 2 losses got nerfed a bit in terms of gold, so you'll be receiving a little bit less gold. Because Fortune 3 was really easy to splash in, and you just get like bonus free gold. There's no downside to it, so it's good. At 4 losses, we moved the 5 cost drop possibility. Morthdog said that you could get like a 5 cost out like end of stage 2, beginning of stage 3, which was really stupid. So I was like, yeah, I don't think people should be having like a set or a zillion at like stage 3. So that's good. Fortune 6 average gold value increased and lowered the chance of a 5 cost drop. That's good. That's fine. Fortune has still been really fun to play. Even though really risky, still really fun to play. So, all good. Champions balance. 4-star Diana got 1 less orb at 4-star. That's fine. Diana's pretty interesting and cool as a 4-star carry. So, toning her down a little bit is fine. Elise with health restore and attack buff from 120% to 106, or is it just flat? It's not percentage, it's just 160, so it's okay. No one's running 3-star Elise, so I don't think this will change anything. Nidalee, toss damage bonus per hex from 10% to 20%. That's really good. This will definitely help Nidalee early game, just to like really like one-shot the enemies when she ults. Because right now Nidalee's like, she's okay early. She does a decent amount of damage, but she doesn't like one-shot anything from her ult. And she's supposed to sort of feel like Caitlyn, so that's good. I like it. Aphelios. Aphelios' turrets now stop firing when Aphelios is disabled. So let's see, he's blinded, he's in GA state. He CC'd. Now his turrets will stop firing. So that's such a good change. I also really hate Aphelios. Holy Christ, because wow, when he's in GA and his turrets just like kill the rest of your team, that feels really bad. Because you can't do anything about it. So it's like, that's good. Jarvan 3-star damage got buffed by 250, so 3-star Jarvan's really good. I like it. I like, what's it called? Jarvan is pretty nice in like 6 sharpshooters. Because usually you run like keepers with like Azir. And I really like it. Even in Warlord, Jarvan's pretty good. You could buy like 6 Warlord with like 3-star Jarvan. He will probably be one-shotting things. That's pretty cool. Maybe you don't even need to have to like itemize them. So that's pretty cool. Jack starting total mana nerfed by 10. That's fine. They kind of overbuffed Jack's last patch. And he's been doing really well, but maybe just a little bit too well. He's been ulting like relatively pretty fast. So that's good. Teemo damage buffed. That's really good. The main problem with Teemo was that when he ults, his damage is over time. And so if you have blue buff on him, you may not be able to get the full duration of his damage. So I'm pretty sure his ult is over, his damage over time is probably like over like roughly 4 seconds, but because you're usually running like blue buff, he ults really fast, so his damage will only tick for maybe like what, 2 seconds, maybe something like that. So that's kind of good that he'll be doing more damage over time. Kennen, 3-star Kennen will be doing a lot more damage, buffed by 450. That's pretty good. He will probably be destroying, and with the 4 ninja buff, he'll probably be destroying a lot. So that's really good. Veigar, wow, they super nerfed his spell power. Wow. From 1, 2, and 4 to now 1, 1, and 2. That's really good in terms of nerfs. Because wow, Veigar feels really powerful right now. Because early game, you get early Veigar with like blue buff, hex tech, you win the game. Because he's just, with like 3 mages, he just keeps on ulting and just getting so much spell power that by the end of the game, if you get him 3-star, he'll have like at the minimum 200 plus, maybe even 300 plus spell power. So that's a big nerf. That's a really big nerf. So that'll slow him down a bit in terms of his spell power scaling. So that's good. Ari. HP nerfed by 50 and Spirit Bomb damage nerfed at 2 and 3-star. That's good. I literally just helped a friend play Vanguard Mystic Ari, and Double Jewel Gauntlet Ari was just like one-shotting everything like crazy. So that's good. A lot of people are running Ari right now just because of how strong she is. She can just like one-shot everything with like Jewel Gauntlet. So good nerf. Jin 4th damage. 4th shot damage. Nerf that 3-star. That's good. Because this isn't really like, because it's no longer set 3, his 4th shot damage was like over the roof. Especially like if you gave him Dusk and you had like 6 Dusk or even 4 Dusk, he's guaranteed, like even besides the fact that it was 4,000%, you know, he would guarantee 1 shot. If you had Sharpshooter, he would definitely be one-shotting like 2, 3, 4 members of the opposing team. So that's insane. So that's good that they nerfed it. It will still definitely be strong. I don't know if it will still be absolutely one-shotting things, but it's a really good nerf. Riven 3-star nerf only by 150. I mean, 3-star Riven is still really good. So I don't think this is too much of a big change. Talon damage down from 300 to 250 at 3-star. That's fine. 3-star Talon is a really good win condition, so I think it's fine. Azir 3-star Azir got buff, so he's absolutely one-shotting things. Kayn nerfed at 1-star, and his Shadow Assassin form. Wow, they nerfed it even harder. Okay. In Mordok's rundown, it was like 75 to like 65%. Now it's only from 75 to 50% damage, which is still really good. Like dealing 50% bonus damage is still really good. At 1-star with Blue Kayn with no items, you're still doing 600 damage. You're still doing as much damage as a 2-star Kayn that isn't blue. So that's still really good. With items, he's probably still gonna be doing like, usually you're running what? Blue buff, Jewel Gauntlet, Hextech, something like that. Still doing probably like 800 damage at 1-star. At 2-star, probably doing like over 1,000. So still really good. He's still gonna be destroying backline. I still don't think running Red Kayn is worth it. I think you still go Blue Kayn 100%. Even though it's a pretty big nerf, he's still doing so much damage. He's your main backline killer, so I think it'll still be really fine. Lilia, nerfed at 1, buffed at 2 for the sleep duration. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this change because Lilia takes really long to ult. And so I don't know. Because it takes her so long to ult, and by the time she ults, most of the opposing team is dead, and a champion with QSS would still probably not fall asleep. So I don't know. I think it's an okay change. I don't think it's gonna change too much about Lilia. It does. She's just, for the 6 Dusk, and then for Mage, she's like okay, but I don't know. I don't feel Lilia is too good. Zillion buffed at 2-star, so he gets more targets. He gives now 3 targets instead of 2 at 2-star GA, and then he heals them for only 500, but it's still gonna be more healing. So that's really good. 2-star Zillion felt a little bit bad because he would only GA 2 units. So it's like, it doesn't feel like that much of a change to just get more healing. So that's pretty good. We got a lot of item buffs this time around. Chalice. Yeah. Okay. Chalice spell power buff from 30 to 40% spell power. So yeah, 120 spell power in total given to 3 champions. Well, spread out between 3 champions. That's really good. Chalice felt like an okay item. Didn't like, if you got it, it wasn't bad. If you were running like mage or something that some other comp that really benefited, or like Dusk, you benefited from spell power. So this can actually be really good. Like, you may actually want to try forcing Chalice. So that's cool. Gargoyles don't play bonus armor and MR per enemy, buff from 12 to 15. So this like old Gargoyles don't play. So I'm looking forward to trying again with like GA, double Gargoyle Stone Plate, 8 Divine Work or something like that, and just have him shredding through everyone. So that's gonna be cool. Locket. Shield got hella buffed. Oh my god. We're going back to a Locket meta. Holy cow. I haven't seen a Locket meta since like set 1. Maybe even set 2. Yeah, I think like set 2. Because like you ran Berserkers and you ran Locket. Wow, interesting. I was reading some of the comments from Mort Dog's rundown, and people were like, "Oh, Lockett is now better than Keeper Shield, Keck W, or something like that." It's like, yeah, but you're forcing, what's it called? You're using a Rod and a Vest instead of just running 2 champions or Chosen Keeper. So using a Rod and a Vest is, I don't know, because you know, Rod's pretty good. You know, you got Rage Blade, Jewel Gauntlet, Gunblade, things like that. And then Vest, you can slam early Sunfire. You could get Bramble, GA, things like that. So slamming a Rod and a Vest will be good early, kind of like Sunfire, but we'll see. It should still be pretty damn good. Luden's Echo now deals bonus damage to shielded or CC'd enemies, similar to Static Shiv. Base damage down from 200 to 180, and the bonus damage is 180. So, Mortdog was saying something like, you run Nami, and then you run Luden's Echo. She's going to be doing 360 damage. That's really good. That's really damn good. So, and then people were like, Luden's Echo Sidjwani, because she ults, and then everyone gets CC'd, and then everyone gets hit by 360 bonus magic damage, so that's cool. QSS nerf from 12 seconds to 10 seconds, that's really good. I personally think that QSS is the best item in the game. Well, I'm not sure after this nerf. I still think it's probably going to be the best, still roughly the best item, but because there's so much CC in this set, and because it directly counters like traits like Adept and Dazzler, that's such a good item. So I don't know. That's a good nerf, but we'll see. I don't know if it's enough to really bring down its power level. Probably, but we'll see. Static Shiv. Base damage nerfed from 85 to 75, but the bonus damage is now up to 175. So it's going to be doing a lot of damage. You slam Static Shiv on like an early sharpshooter, or even maybe even like on Ashe. It'd be funny in case like that was your last item you had to make. Gonna be doing a lot of good damage, so I like it. Fix the bug where Lightning Chain could break if it encountered an untargetable unit. Oh, so in case like Zed or Evelyn or Keenan was in stealth from Shade, the Shiv proc wouldn't go off. So that's cool. That's good. Zeke's Herald bonus attack speed from 30 to 40%. I mean, no one's really running Zeke's. If you're given it, you're like, okay, it's not great, but it's okay. No one's gonna force Zeke's, but okay, sure. ZZ'ROT Porter now taunts all nearby enemies at the start of combat to the wear for 2 seconds, and the ZZ'ROT Porter will be the AD is buffed from 70 to 150. Nice. This is really good. So let's say you slam ZZ'ROT on your Shen, and then you just put him in the front. After 2 seconds, everyone will be taunted towards him, and that way he'll be focused. That way the ZZ'ROT can what's it called? That way your ZZ'ROT unit will go down first. So that's good. Yeah, pretty nice change. And ZZ'ROT Portal, the fact that it does a lot more damage early game, it actually could be like really good item slam early. You know, honestly I think it has as much AD as like a 2-star Tom Kench, maybe even more. So yeah, this can actually be like, there's some really good item slams. A lot of bug fixes. I'd say the main takeaway from what patch 10.21 is going to be, there's going to be some more item slams early. So you could slam LOCKET early, you could slam a ZZ'ROT early. Yeah, so those items are really good. So yeah. Spirit Shake got nerfed, so that's pretty good. Yeah, that's overall some pretty cool changes. I don't know how much it'll shake up the meta, but this is looking like a pretty interesting meta. I'm looking forward to slamming 3 ZZ'ROTs on my 4-star Silas. So that should be interesting and fun. Hopefully I can try to make a video of that with the 5 Moonlight. But yeah, thank you everyone so much for watching. If you somehow made it to the end of this video, thank you. I should have said this in the beginning, but I'll be streaming live on twitch.tv/Aaron1423. Minecraft Steve is coming to Smash Ultimate tonight. I'll be playing him for like 2 hours on stream. Wanna catch me then? Thank you everyone for watching. See you all next time. Take care.